Hey, what's going on, everybody? New release video time. I'm a little late to this party, but today we got 2025 Top Stadium Club, and this is the Mega Box version. If you missed yesterday's video, we did a hobby versus retail. In that video, we did one hobby box versus 5 blasters, which is the other retail format of Stadium Club. The blasters really did not show up well in that video, so if you haven't seen those, if you haven't seen that video, go check that out. The hobby did okay. It wasn't like the best hobby box we've ever opened, but I would say it was pretty solid, especially towards the end. We had 2 really nice pulls at the end of the video. But this, I believe, the megas, I believe, are going to be the way to go in terms of retail for this product. We're doing 3 megas today in a quick new release. This is not a profit challenge, and the reason we're not doing a profit challenge for this particular video is because we are going to be doing a full case challenge of the megas. I have a sealed case behind me. We're doing the hobby version of Stadium Club first in a full case challenge, and then we will do the megas. So we got a lot of Stadium Club action coming up on the channel. But since we're doing that full case challenge with this product, I did not want to do a profit challenge today. Just 3 of these just to kind of see where we're at. Now, typically, you're going to pull an auto in 1 out of like 3 boxes of the megas, maybe 4. So we might pull an auto today, which would be, you know, a clear indication that you'd rather buy these over blasters, because the blasters were tough in that video. So just keep that in mind. So let me bust into this and we will get right after it. I'm excited to see these megas because they have a lot of parallels in them, number 1. Number 2, they have a lot of cards, just in general. You're going to get 9 light blues, 2 sepias, and as we know, there's no chromes, but like I said, you have a decent enough chance to get autos in here, and you end up with a ton of base. So if you are a set builder, this might be the best format to buy. You buy a couple of these, you saving money instead of buying a hobby, and you still might pull some cool stuff. We have a standalone video for the blasters coming up. We're going to do a profit challenge with those. We also have Series 1 Megas, which I have not done yet. We're going to be doing those. And Fanatics exclusive for Series 1 as well. We have not done those yet either. So, all right, let's see what we can do here. Cards are flipped around. What is going on? This is an interesting format. We got cards flipped all over the place. Here's Haesung Kim. Insert Paul Skeens Concentration. That's a nice insert. And the other, going the other way, we're going to have our Sepia. There's Skeens' base card. Sepia is going to be Mike Trout. Look at that image. That's pretty cool. Unfortunately, there's some damage along the side of that card, but a lot of ripping. We're only doing 3 megas, like I said today, but we might be here for a minute. There are a lot of packs in here. I'm not going to go too slow, obviously. There's Yamamoto. We got a Miguel Cabrera, and that is what the blues look like. Those are pretty sharp. I mean, it's not a dark blue that would kind of act as a color match for a lot of teams. I mean, which teams have that? I mean, the Marlins, there might be a couple of teams that'll be color matches with the blue, but they look pretty good. Not bad. I like the red a lot. I would definitely say that's my favorite foil. There's a lot of teams that have red unis. These packs just do not open well in these Stadium Club. The hobby is the same way. They just end up ripping not the way you want them. Another insert coming up. There's Nolan Ryan. We got Mark Vientos. I don't think that's anything. Nope. And Savage Sluggers, Kobe Mayo insert. Sonny Gray, there's Bryce Harper. Marcus Simeon's going to be our next blue. Now with my Mets, of course. Grayson Rodriguez, where did he go? I have a PC of him, and he just has been hurt every year. There's Acuna and Buxton. I cannot remember where. Maybe the Angels? Yeah, I think it was the Angels. I'll be rooting for him to turn it around. I really liked his stuff back when he was a prospect a long time ago. There's Pete Crow, Lou Bob, Dylan Cruz. Yours for the taking insert. That's a rookie, Brooks Lee. There's Marcelo. Rookie. And Matt Shaw, rookie back behind him. There's Ellie. Cal Ripken. We got Jung-Hoo Lee is going to be our next blue. And there's Craig Biggio. Let me just move this base pile out of the way. Another insert coming up. There's Logan Henderson, rookie. We got Kyle Tucker, break glass insert. McClanahan, Jackson Jobe, rookie card. And Brian Wu. He's running out like Wild Thing. I was just watching the movie Major League, one of my favorite movies ever. Love that movie. One of my favorite baseball movies ever, I should say. All right, we got another blue, it looks like. Alex Bregman, Red Sox, light blue. It's Will Smith, Brent Rooker, and Bryce Terang. All right, we're about halfway through box number 1. Like I said, a lot of ripping. Josh Naylor. Logan Evans. Here's an insert. Yours for the taking, J-Rod. The number 1 prospect in baseball a couple days ago, if anybody saw, Connor Griffin, 2 home runs. He's only 19 years old. I think if he makes his debut, if he makes the opening day roster, which he should, he's going to be I think it's the youngest player since Griffey, right? To make his debut. He's still 19, which is just insane. Nolan Shanuel, light blue. To be able to hit nukes like he does at age 19 is just so crazy. When I played, I was more of a line drive gap hitter, and I didn't even develop like any power until I was like 20, 21 years old, which is, probably a little late. I was a string bean. Yours for the taking, rookie Dylan Cruz. That's a base insert, but one of the guys we're looking for rookie-wise. Griffin's a big boy, too. It's kind of like Nick Kurtz. Like, Nick Kurtz is just a naturally just big dude. There's Vientos, Logan Gilbert. We got a Chipper Jones here, light blue. I'm wondering if we're going to get any numbered cards out of 3 megas. I would guess we would get 1. Based off the blasters, though, they were so bad for numbered. And by the way, hobby is really hard to hit numbered, too. I mean, you're only getting 1 or 2 per hobby. Concentration, Yuri Perez. Kyle Tucker, Michael King, Sammy Sosa, and Aaron Nola. All right, we got 5 packs left for box number 1. There's Joey Votto. There's Shohei, base. And Jacob Wilson, who always follows Shohei in my rips so far. Nolan Ryan, there we go. Might be one of our better, in terms of card market, our better light blue hits. There's Cade Horton, rookie, Derek Jeter, and Gunner. Chandler Simpson. Looks like we got another insert coming up. Savage Sluggers, big dumper. Cal Raleigh. Roki Sasaki, base. Yuri Perez. I don't know if that's his base image or if that's something special. 394. It's got the same code, but the question would be, do these have... Yeah, they do. I'm going to have to set that... Oh, that's a sepia. That's got to be. Yeah, that's a sepia. 2 per box. That's our second one. There's no way that's his base image. I do wish they changed the codes for the parallels. For the blues, the reds, all that stuff. Francisco Lindor. Christian Walker, light blue. There's Trout, Adley, Jimmy Rollins, and Big Papi. Last 2 packs of box number 1. So far, not crazy eventful. It looks like we're getting 2 of each insert, so we're probably going to get one more break glass insert, and there it is. And that's going to be Jacob Wilson. There we go. One of the key rookies. Scherzer, Cam Smith, rookie, and Ryan Zimmerman. And last pack. We got 3 yours for the takings. So we did get a couple extra inserts. There's Aaron Judge. Mark Vientos. You know, it's not a direct color match with the Mets. Obviously, the light blue. The Mets are more of a darker, but still a cool looking card. Then we got Reagan's, Jordan. There's Griffey and Luke Keyshaw. Love that image on his rookie. So we ended up with 2 of everything except for yours for the taking. We had 3. Box number 2. So 2, 4, 6, 9 inserts, 9 light blues, 18, and 2 sepias. So you're getting 20 inserts and or parallels from this box, probably at minimum. Not bad, honestly. It's not bad, because if you hit the right names, you can do okay on these. They're not super expensive in today's age. Plus, like I said, you get, look at the stack of base that you get from, that's from 1 mega. That's all of our base. So if you are a set builder, just keep that in mind. You're going to get a lot of cards. All right, we got an insert right off the bat here in box number 2. Concentration, Corbin Burns. We got Rhett Lauder. There's a rookie light blue. Not bad. I'm going to take the base inserts down and see if we can get some blues up there. There's Nick Kurtz. Big one we're looking for. All right, we got Chase Mydroth. Chase Dollander. I don't even know if I've seen that one yet. That's a pretty cool image. The shadow on the mound. Savage Sluggers, Crime Dog. I've pulled this one a bunch of times already in the early rips we've had of this. There's J-Rod, Crochet. I don't think that's anything. It doesn't look like... It's just got a weird hue to the background, but I don't see anything. Chase Petty. There's another rookie. Light blue. Take that. There's Petty's regular. Henry Malloy and Dylan Cease. Mason Wynn. Buster Posey. Concentration, Roger Clemens. First time pulling that one. Alcantara. Clemens has got some staggering numbers when you go back and look. I mean, obviously, I grew up in the era where he was dominant. But sometimes you forget how good those guys were. You go back and look, and you're just like, wow. Paul Konerko is going to be the light blue for the White Sox. There's Ben Williamson, rookie. Bo Bichette. Dylan Cruz. Juan Soto. I love that picture. I'm hoping to pull a numbered card of this because I'll keep it because of Mr. Matt. I still haven't shown. I got to show my dad that card. It's funny. Matt McLean. Blue. Kobe Mayo and McCutcheon. There's Cal Ripken. We got an insert, Savage Sluggers, and that's going to be A-Rod in his Texas uni. Luis Castillo, Sepia. So there's our first one of that box. There's Ellie, and we got Adley Rutschman for the blue. Cool picture there. And Gunner is right behind him. There's Cade Horton, and there's the Gunner one. I'm looking for a big bounce back from Adley this year. He's one of my top PC guys, and I'm hoping he comes through. Loved him in college. Rhett Lauder. We got Break Glass, Dylan Cruz, rookie. Not a bad insert. Konerko, Utley, and Nomar. Ozzy Albies. Kobe Mayo, Break Glass. Roki Sasaki, base rookie. 7 packs to go in box number 2. There's Drake Baldwin First time getting him in this video. J-Ram. Jose Ramirez, light blue. Senga, Chipper, Contreras, and Marte. All right, we got Augustin Ramirez. There's Hae-Sung Kim. Barry Larkin, light blue. Trout, Adley, Rollins, and Big Papi. We don't have a lot for the stands. This isn't like Hobby. When you got Hobby Stadium Club, it's way more entertaining, that's for sure. There's Denzel Clark. Yours for the taking, Matt Shaw, rookie. By the way, we will have a complete your set base listing for Stadium Club on the website pretty soon. We're gonna probably wait till I start that series though. There's Yamamoto, and yours for the taking, Acuna. Luis Angel Acuna rookie card. Cam Smith rookie. Last 3 packs, box number 2. Nolan Ryan, we got Yadier Diaz, light blue. Hopefully that Keyshaw is a sepia. Oh, that would have been nice. We got Reagans, Jordan, Griffey, and Keyshaw. Last 2 packs, we should have a sepia in here, and I believe one more insert. If I'm counting correctly, yep. There's our insert. Concentration, Rhett Lauder, rookie. Appears to be the base version. I think there's pink versions of these. They might be hard to tell, but sepia, Kyle Tucker was our second one, and here is the last pack. It's Cody Bellinger, Ben Rice, Honus Wagner, Seiya Suzuki. Here's our light blue is Seiya Suzuki. Color match with the Cubbies. Again, semi-color match. All right. Kind of uneventful so far through 2 boxes, but we got one more here. Let's see what this 3rd box does. Hopefully we get an auto or a numbered card out of here. Most people who've reached out to me that ripped Megas did pretty well. They were happy with it, so kind of just waiting for a good Mega. And I do think a case is going to net you something special. That's just my guess. I mean, that's kind of the whole point of the channel. I show you that if you buy cases, typically you are going to hit something good out of each one. Not every time, but most of the time. Logan Henderson. We got a Max Scherzer, light blue. All right. Jace Young, Aaron Judge, Ashcraft. Yours for the taking, rookie James Wood, one of the top rookies we're going after. And there's Griffey. I guess I should have left those other base inserts up there. Thought we were going to have a little bit more to put on the stands. There's a concentration. Chris Sale. He had some funny comments about the robot umpires, or not the robot, the ABS, the challenge system. He had some funny comments if you missed those. Here's our sepia, Jazz Chisholm. First sepia of this box. Yamamoto. Hae-Sung Kim, there's a nice one. Blue, we'll take that. Blue rookie Kim. And of course, it's got a nick down in the corner. Fortunately, I've had great luck on the channel, just in general, but I have had some bad luck when it's come to some damage cards. That gold Shohei I pulled that was just mangled. I pulled a green Nick Kurtz out of Archives out of 99 that was mangled. Obviously, my Chrome videos and Chrome update videos were pretty tough. Kevin Alcantara, another light blue rookie there. There's Keyshaw again. Concentration, Zach Wheeler. And that's not, I thought that was going to be a blue. Just a base Connor Norby. Rosarina, we got Savage Sluggers, Yordan Alvarez. Kobe Mayo in the back. Xavier Edwards, light blue. Yeah, the Marlins is definitely a lighter blue. So that's kind of cool with the Marlins gear. There's Wyatt Langford, Ichiro, Jackson Holiday. We got Edgar Quero. There's Ryan Howard. This has to be an auto, right? The only reason I say that is because I keep pulling his autos. Nope, not this time. Light blue. I'm sure he does have autos in the checklist. There's Nick Kurtz again. Hey, we'll throw him up there. Why not? We got a lot of space up there. We've been very due on the channel for a down video. This might be one, unless we get a miracle here. Savage Fred McGriff again. I think the print run on this Fred McGriff is 75,000, and every other one is like 2,000. I think that's the fourth time I've pulled that one. Sepia, Francisco Alvarez for the Mets. It's going to be our second and final one from that box. Probably the final one from the video. There's Shohei base again. Jacob Wilson. Savage Sluggers A-Rod again. We're getting the same collation of those. Cade Horton and Derek Jeter. There's James Wood. This has been a tough pull for me. The James Wood base rookie. It's been a very difficult pull, but there that is. Pete Alonso, Junior Caminero. Light blue, Senga. Not bad. Interested to see how he bounces back this year because he was great for the Mets in the beginning, and then, I mean, he just kind of fell apart a little bit. Freddie Freeman, in case of emergency, Matt Shaw, rookie. Looks like we're going to have a Dalton Rushing light blue on the back. There's Roki and Dalton Rushing. It's a nice one. Got Rushing and Kim. What do we got left here? We only got 4 packs to go. Oh, boy. See if we can get an auto or a number to save this video here. Otherwise, this is going to be a pretty standard video. Sal Perez, light blue. That's a little bit more of a color match. That looks pretty good. Bo Bichette. Francisco Lindor. There's Chandler Simpson rookie card. Break glass, Jose Altuve. Last 2 packs. Evan Longoria, light blue. Cam Smith rookie. And last pack of the rip. Man, that was a snooze. If you're still awake, I appreciate you sticking with me for 23 minutes here. That was a tough one, though. Crochet, unless that Vladdy's an auto, I don't think it's going to save it. It is a blue. There's Lawrence Butler and Vladimir Guerrero. I mean, a nice way to end it with the blue on blue there. But Vladimir Guerrero, light blue. That's all she wrote for 3 megas. That was not good. I was thinking that was going to be way better than it was. But like I said, you get 20 inserts and or parallels in each box. And the stack of base, I cannot even hold in my hand. Let me see if I can show you what 3 megas gets you here in terms of numbers of cards. That's what 3 megas gets you. So great for set builders. There's no question about that. But, you know, I think that the challenge when we do the full case is going to be a lot better than this, just to be honest. I think we got a little unlucky that we didn't hit a numbered card or an auto, but I'll look forward to the challenge either way. Not sure what is coming tomorrow, but it'll either be one of those Series 1 things I mentioned or the Blaster Rip for Stadium Club, the Profit Challenge Blaster Rip, which I hope is a big bounce back after the hobby versus retail yesterday. If you want to continue to follow along with all the content, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.